Hello, welcome back to our newest installment of me dyeing my hair a new color. The red from Lime Crime has faded almost completely out. I've still got pink at the top, obviously, but it is faded out quite a bit, which is nice because I'm like kind of almost back to blonde, so that was good. Today I'm going to be testing Lunar Tides hair dye. I really wanted to dye my hair orange, and a lot of places had like horrible reviews for orange hair dyes, like Pulp Riot, I think, and Good Dye Young. Good Dye Young is Paramore, that girl, Haley something. That's her brand, and I've heard scary things about some of the dyes, so I won't touch them even though some people love them. But I got the color Solar Flare, which is more like a true orange, and then the color Cyan Orange, which is more of a red orange, so I can kind of mix the two a little bit to customize this because I don't want anything that could be construed as a mac and cheese orange. So I'm gonna mix it in a little bowl here because I can't find my hair dye bowl after the move. Ah, not again! I did it again!
You did it again?
Yeah.
Not as good as the Lime Crime?
Nope. Not nearly as tasty as Lime Crime, for anybody wondering. Alright, for anybody very messy with things, this dye is kind of liquidy to have in like a jar. A lot of like the Lime Crime dyes and a lot of dyes in a jar are like really thick. This one is pretty liquidy, so just bear that in mind so when you're opening it up you don't get it all over your bathroom. Use the whole thing of Solar Flare because this is the color I want the most of. Holy cow, that is so liquidy, holy cow. Alright, now we're gonna add a little bit of Cyan Orange. I'll show you the mixture when it's done. My hands are going to be really stained orange after this because maybe I have gloves somewhere, I just don't know. This one, as you can see, is more of a red orange. I feel like the lighting's not the greatest, but you're just going to have to deal with that. I'm going to dump. I'm just going to dump. That's what I'm going to do. See, look how liquidy this is. For a jar dye, wild. They should consider using a different packaging. Here's the color we're left with. It looks kind of red in this lighting, but it definitely is orange. I'll show you guys what the hair looks like afterwards in better lighting when I can. My hands are definitely going to be very orange, so that's gonna suck to get off, but you win some and you lose some. I happen to lose this round. That's okay. We're just gonna start applying it and see how this goes. Again, very liquidy. Proceed with caution. I have a feeling that part of my head is going to be a little bit darker, like around where the pink is, but I'm not opposed to that or worried about it. So there's that information that you did not ask for. I'm going over my roots even though they aren't bleached, just because that's what I do. So now I'm just kind of gonna fast forward through the process and you guys can see. Whoa! Yeah, that's a pretty good color. I like that a lot. I actually was inspired, by a Snapchat filter to dye my hair this color. I had my hair pink when I first tested the Lime Crime dyes, and I had put on the Snapchat filter with my pink hair, and the Snapchat filter turned it orange, and I was like, oh, whoa, it looked good. So now that's my next prerogative, is orange, and so we're doing it now. I will say, I would give anything for this to be in a squeezy tube. So I think I'm just gonna put it on my hands and apply it that way because this whole brush thing with this super liquidy dye is just not my favorite process, personally. Ah!
Girl.
It's so liquidy, man. Be flying. I'm just gonna start doing it this way to avoid as much dye falling down. Oh, I got most of my head covered. I still have quite a bit of dye left, so I'm going to keep working some into the ends because this is such a liquidy formula. I want to try and get as much in there as possible, but that will make it so you've got, like, you have more uses out of this dye because it's so liquidy. That whole, like, I thought that jar might be, like, just enough to cover my head, but I didn't even use half the bowl. Alright, I'm gonna pin my hair up. I'm gonna wash my hands. Holy shit. And then I will be back. I think I'm gonna leave this in for like 40 minutes, maybe a little bit longer or a little bit shorter. It's a direct dye, but I need to clean the kitchen and I'm reading a book and I can't put it down, so it may be in for 4 hours. We don't know, but I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, I have to bend down because the tripod's all funky. Here's how we're looking. I really love this color. This is like the perfect like mix of macaroni and cheese and pumpkin. I'm hyped. I'll show you guys in better lighting tomorrow and when it's dry and brushed and styled. Right now it's just raggedy, just took it out of a towel. But, a lot of it came off my hands. I wasn't too concerned about that, but in case you were wondering, I'm excited. I will give you my final thoughts when I get this mop dry and all of that, but I will see you in a little bit, and by a little bit I mean tomorrow morning. I'm gonna keep reading my book. Oh, I forgot to mention, yeah, I did leave it in much longer than I anticipated because I got sucked into my book, so I left it in for like hour and a half, 2 hours. Alright, so I decided to sit in my filming room so you guys can see the completed hair. It looks really, really, really good. This is exactly what I wanted it to be, like not too mac and cheesy, but not exactly carrot orange. It's got like a nice amount of dimension in it, probably just from the pink that I had left over. But I love this. This is probably one of my favorite colors. It makes me think of Daphne from Scooby-Doo. But here's how it turned out. Thoughts, the dye was amazing. I really, really liked it. I noticed there wasn't a ton of color with the first shampoo coming out, so that makes me think it may be more long lasting. We'll have to see. Our Instagram is Twintorials, so you can go there and look and see how my hair fades, but I typically wash it once, sometimes twice a week if I'm just kind of feeling gross in cold water. So I take good care of my hair and I do masks and all of that. But we'll see how long this lasts just based off of the residue coming out in the water. I think this might last a little bit longer than say the lime crime dyes I've been using. So that's exciting. I would love if they would change their packaging because the formula is very liquidy. It got everywhere. I made such a huge mess. It does come off your hands relatively quickly, at least this color. It's only been 24 hours and I managed to get it off. But I didn't really work to do it. I was just cleaning the kitchen and like the sinks and stuff. So it just kind of ended up coming off. But yeah, here's the completed hair. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts. I would like to do emerald green next, and since this worked so well, I think I might try the emerald green from that brand because I'm looking for alternatives to my all-time favorite, Arctic Fox, but the owner is not the greatest person. So I've been kind of searching around for alternatives, and lime crime is great if you want something that comes out of your hair quickly. I don't know about the blue, but all the other colors I've tried. But this, I'm just so excited about it. I'm so happy with it. So just let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and thank you so much for watching. We hope to see you in the next video. Bye!